The market's pumped early and never stopped into close. Let's go. The market likes it when things don't change that much, and that's exactly what we got today. Did I time this market bottom? You can watch my weekend video to make up your mind at the end of this one. Today we're just going to focus on the daily. I'll be also mixing in a few of my buy signals along the way in some of the trades that I'm in, and how I'm managing them. And this rally is gaining breadth as close to 40% of the stocks are trading above their 50-day moving average. Remember, when we went into this weekend, only 10% of the stocks were trading above their 50-day moving average. And that's why I sent out a red hot alert not to get bearish on this weekend's video. I'll link it at the end of this one. When you have something like the 200-day simple moving average acting as resistance, the market typically has a very simple solution for this. Just go ahead and jump over it. What I didn't expect is that we didn't have a wick on the bottom of this, which means we never retested the 20 simple moving average, and we closed pretty much on the high of the day. And this was above the 50 EMA. When it comes to the markets, there's no mistakes, period. Also, no wick coupled with closing at the high of the day. This is what we call a Marubozu candle, which is Japanese for close cropped. When this type of candle is found in an uptrend, it is used to signal that the bulls are aggressively buying, and it typically suggests that the momentum may continue upward. At this point, I think we're going to go ahead and shoot for this neckline at 438.43, where we'll likely retrace and form a right inverse shoulder. And who knows, maybe we'll fill in that gap from today. But sometimes the best moves just keep running. Peeking ahead at the weekly, you can see here that SPY is up almost 5% for the week, which means that I'm up over 14% on SPXL and TQs. So I went ahead and protected them. I wish it were true, but typically the market doesn't move in a straight line. But tomorrow is VIX Crush Friday. Just remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs, they get slaughtered. So US 10Y today continued getting crushed. And my guess is it isn't going to likely bounce until it comes back to this neckline at 4.5, where we'll likely put in a right shoulder and then come back down. And then in this area, if we fail this, this is when you're going to want to be buying TLT. Because if these rates continue to go down, the 20-year treasuries are going to go up. And the one I like to buy with that is TMF, as it's a 3x of the TLT. With the VIX closing in the 15s, we're getting confirmation that all fear is leaving this market. Apple closed up over 6% this week. But right now they're in the middle of the earnings call, and you can see here that in the post-market, it's coming back down to this 200 simple moving average, which means it's down about 4% right now on an expected move of 5%. So I think it's important that tomorrow at open we hold this area because if Apple goes down, then so will the market. NVDA put in a doji candle right around the 200 simple moving average and resistance, so I went ahead and protected it there. Yesterday I mentioned that I took TNA, and when it was up over 6% today, running into the 20 SMA, I went ahead and protected it as well by selling half of it. But at this point, if it gets rejected off of its 20 SMA, I'm going to be a buyer of the dip. ARK was another one that I took going into close, and today when it was coming into this area of strong resistance, I went ahead and protected half of it. At this point, I want to see how it's going to react right around this 50 EMA. Lilly signaled at 10:30 and it had earnings, and you can see that it kind of capped out here. So I patiently waited for the retrace, and then once I saw it put in a reversal structure, I went ahead and bought it on the dip. And also, since Wabtec was nearing the top of the take profit of 5%, I went ahead and protected it as well. HIBL is one that I wish that I took, as it was up over 9% today. But unfortunately, this signaled at close, and I wasn't going to buy it after hours. And even at pre-market being up 2 or 3%, sometimes buying stuff in pre-market area can be a sucker's bet, as you're better off selling stuff in pre-market instead of buying. Teams and DraftKings signaled today, but since they had earnings after close, and I don't gamble on earnings, I passed. Jobs so far have been cooperating this week, but tomorrow is non-farm payrolls. So let's see if this gives us a VIX Crush Friday or a retrace, where I patiently will be a buyer of the dip. Again, if you want to see all my signals in real time, then join the Discord for only $5 per month, and you'll get my feedback as well. As that's all I have for now until the next video, and we'll see you then.